So let's talk a little bit about the double-edged sword situation when it comes to a free-to-play game like Halo Infinite. Because on one hand, it's pretty cool that you can just download the game and start playing the multiplayer just completely free. You don't have to pay anything to start playing it. But on the other hand, there are ways that these companies look to make money that seem pretty outlandish at time when you consider what they're charging for things as basic as a different color scheme for your Spartan. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here today. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure that like button helps out a ton. And if you're new here to the Spawn Wave Plus channel, make sure you subscribe down below. This is not a new thing. It's been going on for a while where there will be different events that will bring new items, things to the cash shop for a game like Fortnite, for example, Apex Legends. These are all games that have gone through their own controversies when it comes to pricing around skins in the game. But, of course, they fall back on it being free to play, and everything there is pretty much optional. And I'll admit, for me, I look at these things and I just kind of move right along, but I also understand that I'm old, so it's not necessarily something that even could be set up for me specifically to spend $10 or $15 on a skin. I have seen people be really into these things and they want to spend a lot of money to have their character look a certain way. However, the Halo community is now realizing that, well, that's kind of the situation that Halo Infinite is now in. It's in a Fortnite situation. It's in an Apex Legends situation. They're not really used to that. They're used to buying Halo outright, whether it's Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5, and then they go through and they unlock stuff normally. It's just available to them in the game as they play through it. But now we have the traditional add up everything in the cash shop and see how much it costs. Specifically, though, Halo Infinite has a lot of stuff that's not available to unlock as you play in the game. That was something that we kind of assumed, I thought anyway, would happen, because when a game is free to play, that means they're foregoing the upfront ticket price, if you will, to make more money from you on the back end. And, well, here it is. With all 88 store bundles leaked, you will have to spend about $1,035 to buy everything. None of these are unlockable by playing. There's a full list, by the way, of stuff here. I'll link to this Reddit post down below. And as I said before, this is optional. Like, if you don't care how your Spartan looks or an emblem you may have or a certain animation for when you take someone out, or like weapon skins, you're probably just going to sort of do what I do and walk right past this. I did get the battle pass because it was, you know, it's cool to unlock stuff, but I'm not like, oh, I need my Spartan to have this certain color scheme and then go spend $15. But I understand we're looking at this saying, wait a minute, all of this stuff is only available in the cash shop? Like, I get the idea someone might want to jump in day one and just fast track and buy a cosmetic. But for it not to be available for an unlock from just playing the game, yeah, that feels a bit scummy. But like I said before, this is not new. We have had people add up events for Fortnite coming out to $500, $600, $700 for the skins just in that event. Remember, they do events all the time. We've seen things like Marvel's Avengers have its cash shop, which, by the way, that is a paid game, add up to $3,400. This was very recent. This is actually an article from yesterday. People do this a lot where they will go through and see how much exactly these companies are trying to charge cumulatively for things that are only available with a paywall. And the Halo community is responding how I figured they would. They're not very happy about this. See, customization in Halo goes back to like Halo 3, where you would get different items from playing multiplayer and you would change out. It was pretty basic back then, but it was a cool thing to do. Have your character maybe have the Hayabusa helmet, and you even had like a katana you could put on. Well, the katana is locked at $10 for an armor part / attachment right there. And that actually would be kind of cool because, you know, a callback to some of the old Halo days there. As for armor coatings and stuff, yeah, it's a bit weird to have like the color red behind a $5 purchase. And this is something that 343 is going to try to navigate. Basically, the way this is going to work, 343, I think, is going to start with the most egregious settings for these things, judge the feedback, and tone it back a little bit, and that'll look like they are meeting you halfway. it's a tried and true formula that's worked forever now for all different things, not just games. So I think we are seeing them go pretty high with this stuff to see what people's reactions are, and it's not great. Like I said, this Reddit post has over 21,000 upvotes, tons of comments, and people are speaking out about this quite a bit. And this was just posted 12 hours ago. And yeah, having to spend over $1,000 to buy everything, that's quite a bit of money, considering maybe we could have just had a $60 or even $70 Halo game with campaign, with multiplayer, and just have regular unlocks as you go through. But that's not necessarily how they want this to work. They want this to be a game that's going to last the next 10 years, and looking around at everything else, like a Call of Duty Warzone, like a Fortnite, like an Apex Legends, the live service model has proven to work, and it's proven to make a lot of money. Activision makes a ton of money off of Warzone. I don't have to tell you how much money that Epic makes off of Fortnite. It's a lot. So obviously Microsoft 343, they realized this was a way for them to fund creating an entire engine and spending upwards of rumored $500 million on Halo Infinite from start to finish. It's just kind of a shame, right? Looking at it, especially if you're a longtime Halo fan, you see this and it's a new Halo game free to play, and it's like, oh yeah, there is a catch with that free entry, isn't there? But the biggest thing here is I'm curious how you feel about the cosmetics being so expensive overall, because while I'm not the biggest person when it comes to buying skins and have my character dressed a certain way or colored differently with these different coatings, I am curious for people who are really into the customization, how they feel about this, it being optional, but also feeling like something they took out of the game and put behind a paywall on purpose. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.